Hey everybody, this is Sheri Traxler with ViREO Life, author of Go Forward 28 Days to Eat, Move, and Enjoy Life God's Way. I'm here with Adair from the retreat at Center Hill Lake talking about Screen-Free Week. And why are we talking about Screen-Free Week when you're at work looking at this probably? Well, it's because how we use our screens can be effective or ineffective for our work. And one of the ways that it can be effective is if you have information that you're needing to look at on your screen, you use it. But there are times that it's not as effective. So Brian, you want to talk a little bit on that, and then I can also give some ideas of how to use your screen effectively?
Yeah, absolutely. From a business standpoint, we're all using screens. Our phones, our iPads, our tablets, our computers, of course. Mm-hmm. These things are essential for our business to communicate with others and develop business. And yes. But I think scheduling your time is the most important thing. So, for example, notifications, right? Notifications on your phone or notifications on your computer. Kind of schedule time to look at email, a certain time during the morning, a certain time in the afternoon, because you can get lost in that.
Yes.
So, and that's really where you'll be on the screen more at that point. Or when you're in a meeting, put your phone away. Mm-hmm. Be present. Just kind of be able to interact and contribute to the meeting itself. Get out the pen and paper. It's very effective. But those are the kind of things that you could do to kind of improve your efficiency at work and just your productivity in general.
Yes. And on the productivity, one of the pieces that I've done some research on is the state of flow. And as you're working on a project, you want to be able to be creative and to get into deep level, whatever it is that you're working on. Well, as Brian was talking about, if you're having the phone constantly, the notifications go off or notifications pop up on your monitor, you're not able to get into that state of flow. You're not able to be as creative and productive. So having those set times will help tremendously with productivity. The other thing that I've come across with the research on this is the neck and the back pain when we're like this all the time. If you have times that you're on the computer and you can even respond to text and email and things like that, upright, ergonomically aligned, a lot better than being on the phone like this and hurting the neck. Being on the screens late, one of the things you can do is having a shut-off time for, maybe you're going home and you're checking some emails, work emails at home, but have a cutoff time because you don't want that in your mind. I want you to talk a little bit about the blue screen because he's got a technology black background and the blue light. What is it you call that?
Blue light emission.
Thank you. Yes, that.
Yes.
So you're going to get to talk about that some. So when you are checking these emails and doing these things right before bed, it is decreasing the quality of your sleep, which then decreases your productivity for the next day. So talk some about the blue light.
The blue light emission. Okay. So, all of our screens are basically, send out blue light. And the blue light's not good for our sleep cycle. So, like Sheri was talking about, it's good to kind of shut that off, 2-3 hours before you go to bed. Because it'll actually give you a much better night's sleep.
Good.
Grab that book, or have have that conversation with your wife or your friend or anybody. It's truly this, again, intentionality of really wanting to improve your sleep. Because if you improve your sleep, you improve your productivity the next day.
Yes.
The other thing I wanted to suggest also is while you're at work, they always suggest standing up, walking around, and things like that, and getting away from your screen. But I think another important piece is go for a walk outside if you're able to, daily, even if it's for 20 minutes.
Yes.
Fresh air, sunlight will rejuvenate the brain and create much better productivity.
Yes.
And your boss will love you.
And speaking of walking and work, one of my favorite, in fact, I did this yesterday with someone. We were brainstorming some ideas, and because we didn't have to have a computer, it wasn't research in a computer or on the internet that we needed to do. We walked and talked and brainstormed, and you can just take a pad of paper with you if you need to jot down some ideas. The creativity that you get when you are moving and talking is so much greater than if you're sitting in a cold, sterile office trying to be creative in looking at things on a computer.
Yeah. And, another thing that I like to kind of discuss too is, much bigger picture. we're all, we all have work to do, and we become stressed, right? It's important to kind of step outside of the tunnel once in a while. We have the blinders on. Sure, we're working hard, but we need to work smarter. And working smarter, part of that is truly taking time for yourself outside of, that screen or that email inbox, or, like I said, taking that walk at home or at work. These things will help you restore, why you're doing it in the first place, why you're working, or why you're providing for your family, and all these things. These things are important to our lives because we have to provide. But taking that time away, whether it be, a vacation or a couple hours away or even 20 minutes for a walk, is just going to improve your life. Try to do something daily. So that includes physical exercise and, if you can, something outside.
You're mentioning physical exercise reminds me of one last piece of research that relates to screen time, and that is, as adults, the more time that we spend in front of a screen, the greater the risk of diabetes, the greater cardiovascular disease risk, and the greater obesity. So you're going to have screen time, but lump it together as much as you can, and then be physically active at other times.
That's right. And again, screen time, these are tools. Use them as the tools that they were designed to be, right? Entertainment's great, but I think there's a lot better entertainment outside of a screen.
Now, we've talked about all of this because we're encouraging you to join us for a kickoff event for Screen Free Week. Screen Free Week is the end of April, beginning of May. So April the 28th at the retreat at Center Hill Lake, we are having an event Sunday afternoon from 2 to 4, April the 28th. Talk a little bit about what we're going to do.
Yeah, so we're going to have a nature walk. So this intentionality of getting out and just being outdoors and some fresh air. But we'll have activities too, and activities to kind of learn what it looks like and what it truly means to do something without a screen.
Yes.
And then providing some education and tools so you can be successful beyond Screen-Free Week. More importantly, Screen-Free Week in general, but then tools beyond to kind of be successful that way too.
And being successful beyond that and during it means that finding what works for you, your unique screen-free, because Screen-Free Week does not mean you are free from screens 24/7 for the whole week. You have work to do. But it means, where's a pocket of time that I can be screen-free? Is it 2 hours a night with your family around the dinner table? Is it going for a walk every afternoon or at lunch and not having your phone with you? What are some times that you can carve out screen-free during Screen-Free Week? And we'll help you design that.
That's right. And on April 28th, our event, we'll be giving away a 2-night stay at the retreat at Center Hill Lake. So please come, and you can sign up for that. And Sheri, you're also giving something away.
Yes, I'm giving away my Nourish Your Life program. It's a program to teach you how to eat healthy, specifically mindfully eating, which you can't really mindfully eat in front of a screen. So this fits very well together. We look forward to seeing you April the 28th. You can let us know individually if you are planning on coming. Also, you can register. We're going to have it on Eventbrite and where else?
And a Facebook event as well.
And a Facebook event as well.
Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you.